guy. Are you lost? Do you need help?
A long time ago, there lived 4 brothers in a small village. People used to call them the Crazy Brothers because their thoughts were completely different from ordinary people. People laughed at them, yet sometimes they were left speechless because every now and then, these crazy men would say something so wise that even the smartest in the village would fall silent. The first brother would sit all day in the middle of the village, staring up at the sky. When someone asked, "What are you looking at?" he would reply, "I'm thinking, if the sky ever falls, who will hold it up?" People would burst out laughing. Is that even something worth thinking about? The second brother would spend his days plowing his land. Rain or shine, drought or flood, it made no difference. When people asked, "You haven't sown any seeds, so why plow?" he would smile and say, "What if the seeds start growing on their own? At least the soil will be ready." And the people would laugh even harder. The third brother would sit by the river all day, trying to stop the water with his hands. When someone asked, "What on earth are you doing?" he'd say, "If the river flows away, all the water will be gone. I want to keep it here." People called him the craziest of them all. The fourth brother would stand at the village gate, watching and muttering, "I'm making sure no thief enters our village." But the funny thing was, no thief had ever come to that village. So people laughed and said, "These 4 are nothing but fools." But then, one day came that changed everything. One night, the sky turned black with storm clouds. Thunder roared so loudly that people trembled in fear inside their homes. And suddenly, everyone remembered the first brother, the one who always warned that the sky might fall. Then came a terrible drought, no rain, cracked soil, and dying crops. And the villagers remembered the second brother, who always kept his land ready even without seeds. Not long after, the river swelled beyond its limits, and people realized the third brother's madness had meaning too. That day, the villagers finally understood. The world calls them crazy, but sometimes the greatest wisdom is hidden inside the minds of those we laugh at. The elders decided to honor them and gave each brother a responsibility. The first brother would watch the skies and weather. The second would care for the land and guide the farmers. The third would keep an eye on the river, and the fourth would guard the village gates. At first, people thought, "These fools won't manage anything." But time proved them wrong. One year, heavy rains destroyed everything. The river flooded dangerously, but the third brother warned everyone in time, and the village was saved. The second brother had already prepared his fields, so after the storm, his crops were the first to grow, feeding the entire village. The fourth brother stopped a gang of thieves one night, shouting for help and saving everyone. And the first brother, the one who always watched the sky, warned of another storm before it came. Thanks to him, the damage was minimal. Now, they were no longer called the Crazy Brothers. People called them the guardians of the village. But as time passed, a new generation rose. The young people began to whisper, "These brothers are old now. Can we really keep trusting them? We should make our own decisions." The first brother said, "The sky looks strange. A great storm is coming, be careful." No one listened. The second said, "Prepare your land now. The rains will be late." No one cared. The third said, "The river's rising. Stay away from the banks." They laughed. The fourth said, "Lock your gates at night. Something bad may happen." But again, no one listened. And then, it all happened at once. A violent storm hit. The river overflowed. The crops were destroyed. And thieves attacked the village that very night. The same people who mocked the brothers were now crying for help. And once again, the Crazy Brothers saved everyone. The first brother read the skies and told them how long the storm would last. The second brought out sacks of old grain and fed the hungry. The third showed them the safe paths away from the flood. And the fourth frightened off the thieves, saving the village. That night, everyone realized these men were not mad. They were signs from God, blessed with a different kind of wisdom. From that day on, the villagers made a promise. They would never again mock anyone as foolish, weak, or mad, because every human being carries within them a hidden wisdom, a light from the Almighty. If you like this story, don't forget to follow,